It's everything, it's nothing. It's life that we discussing. From touchdowns to takedowns, from hustling to bluffing, politics to passion. It's all about the journey. Flip the script on the world, never stop. We keep it dirty. Talking love, we talking loads. Everything you wanna know. From the top, we set the tone. This is the place to call you home. Welcome to everything but nothing, where every topic's on the table.
All right, that's it, man. Welcome to another episode of Everything But Nothing. Hey, today I got I don't even know, I ain't gonna call him a homeboy. I ain't gonna call him a partner. Hey, this one of my brothers. We go back to when we met 2001, 2?
2001.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we go back a ways, man. Hey, my Marine Corps brother, uh, Carlos Stanley or LOS. Victor Carlo, man. The man got many names. He wears many hats. I'm gonna let him get into all of that. Uh, but yeah, man. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you sitting down with me, man. Just chop it up with me.
Oh, thank you for having me on, brother. I appreciate you. And
Yes,
it's
sir.
weird having somebody introduce me because I'm used to being the one doing the introducing.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna get into that too. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Hey, but before we get started, hey man, I don't know how you do on yours, but I'm gonna pour me some libations. Oh, you already got yours going. Hey man, I normally do this at the end, but I ain't have my drink pulled up. So hey, commercial break at the beginning.
Yes.
This episode is brought to you by Crown Royal. Uh Not yet, as I always say, but if somebody out there see this and let Crown know, I am a heavy, I won't say heavy, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sound like you should be going to the meeting.
I'm an avid consumer of their products. Uh, but yeah, man, somebody let Crown know to holler at me.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue, man. Go ahead. Yeah, give the people the backstory, man. Who is Los?
Well, he already told you I'm a USMC veteran. Me and Slap met back in 2001. I'm a grandfather. Of course, you can see the complexion. I'm a black man first. You dig? Emmy Award winner 2 times. I'm not gonna let that slide. 2-time Emmy Award winner. I'm not gonna tell you where I work because I don't like to discuss that place when I'm not at work.
You ain't got to do it, but I'll bring it up sooner or later.
I know he is. I know you gonna set me up somehow.
I'll bring it up. But
I'm a
yeah, you know,
grandfather.
gave me, I ain't know you was an Emmy Award winner, man. Congratulations on that, man.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate you.
sitting here with a living legend, a real life rock star, man. Hey,
Oh shit.
congratulations, man. Congratulations on the grass.
Yes.
Hey, old ass nigga.
I know. According to y'all, I'm 80 something.
Hey, man, close enough, man. I mean, well, to us, you were. We was 18, 19, and you walk around with gray hair.
I
It
did
only
not
seems
have
right.
gray hair back then.
Close enough.
Well, yeah, it might have been close enough.
Yeah,
Fucking
close
with
enough.
y'all stressing me the fuck out.
If we was 18 and you was 30, hey,
Yeah, I was pushing 30 when I met y'all. You right.
yeah. Oh, man. So that's why we called you Uncle Los.
And
Yeah,
it
man.
stuck. That's where the
That's
low
it.
stuck from.
Yes, indeed, man. But
Hmm.
yeah, like I said, we crossed paths in the Marine Corps over 20 years ago. Um, Now, what's something from your time in the Corps that still stick with you today?
All that shit. Like, there's nothing that doesn't. I took everything I learned in the military with me when I left. It's not like I can't go to a building or a concert or a restaurant or just even work without knowing where my exits are, without knowing how I'm gonna get out the building if something pop,
Right.
without keeping my head on a swivel. Plain and simple. It's just that all that shit sticks with you. It don't go away. That's like
Yeah.
saying you grew up in the hood and all that shit go away. Nah, you could take the boy out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the boy. And it's the same with the military. You could take the man or the woman out of the military, but you're not gonna take that militant shit out of them. It's not gonna go away.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, a lot of people, like those who don't know, who haven't been through it, they might look at you like, "Boy, something wrong with that boy." But hey, it's good to know not only your entries and exits, but you need to know who else is in that room with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching any and everybody who comes in, who's leaving, what you know what I'm saying? Especially if they're coming in like it ain't nobody else got a bag and they got a big backpack or something. I need to watch it. I don't know what you got in your bag. Especially today, these little boys, they toting the mini
Yeah.
drakes in the backpacks and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed.
I'm not turning a blind eye to nothing. I put nothing past no one, because on
Nobody.
any given day there could be a bullet with your name on it.
Indeed. But yeah, man, we're gonna lighten the conversation up from there. We ain't getting into all that right now, man. Now, like when did you get out? When did you
I got out in 2006.
06. Damn, for real. Okay. All right, so 06, we was in New York then. So did you go straight to working where you are now without saying the company's name?
No, I actually moved to Maryland first. Right when I got out, I moved to Maryland. Actually, I didn't have to move. Newburgh was right there, and then after Newburgh, I went to Andrews Air Force Base. So I stayed in Maryland, worked for UPS, worked for GNC. Shit went sideways in Maryland. I moved to PA because
Yeah.
Macintosh, aka Apple, was out there, and so
Right.
was Mino.
Oh, Palomino. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I went that way, lived out there for a little bit, and I finally came back to Connecticut in 2013. Ended
yeah.
up
Okay.
with a couple of BS jobs at warehouses and shit, and went to CSB, Connecticut School of Broadcasting, applied for radio at the place I work now, and ended up on the TV side of shit.
I can dig that, man. So a lot of people they might put two and two together, like Connecticut TV, you know what I'm
Radio,
saying?
yeah.
Radio,
Emmys.
yeah, yeah,
If the math is math, then they'll figure it out.
yeah. But I'm gonna go and tell them, hey man, the man working for my TV on it right now too. The man worked for ESPN, man. All these years and he ain't gave me no tickets to nothing, no nothing. I see how you do me, but we talk about that later off camera.
You ain't never asked for none. All you gotta do is be like, "Hey, Los, I'm going to Disney. You got some tickets?" Be like, "Yeah, I can send you a little something."
Nobody want to go to no damn Disney. I'm trying to go to a game.
Oh, yeah. See, I ain't that high on the totem pole. I don't get them tickets.
All right. Well, yeah. Nah, yeah. Well, so you said you used to being the one who doing the introducing. Man,
Yeah.
tell the people. I know you tell them about your podcast. You know how you got that started and whatnot.
Yeah, the podcast. And it's wild because the first podcast was on when I was at CSB. I started a podcast there called A Lot of Bit Eclectic, where we basically had a radio format, but it was a podcast. So we talked about everything. We talked about sports. We talked about technology. We talked about pop culture. We talked about current events. We tried to stay away from the government shit because, just to be honest, I really don't fuck with it. I don't care. I don't trust none of them motherfuckers. like,
That's fair. That's fair.
like everybody votes. I voted maybe twice in my life. I served in the military. I did my due diligence.
We're gonna have to get you back in the voting booth. But you see people when they don't vote, you see what we end up with.
Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah,
I get it. So, next time I'll put my vote in. Maybe it'll make a difference.
I damn sure hope so, but
But that was the first podcast, A Lot of Bit Eclectic. And then my son moved away, who was my engineer. Had a couple of more engineers, but the chemistry wasn't right. So I fell back from the whole podcast thing for a while. Then I started working at ESPN, like you said, and I met my dude, Carlos. He wanted to start a podcast. I miss doing podcasts. So it was only right that we started another podcast, which was called The Low Show. The play on the fact that his name is Carlos, my name is Carlos, and the show was literally called The Show. Then he decided podcasting wasn't his thing. He wanted to go more with the music and production venture. So he backed off. He did that. I kept going with The Low Show. You could catch some of those episodes on YouTube, some of them on Spotify. And then I rolled it over and changed the name to LRO, which is what it's called now, the Las1Standin Room Only. And I do it because I miss being on stage. When I was in Pennsylvania, I was an A&R and host MC for an undercover label called AMG, Aerostar Music Group. So that whole stage thing kind of is ingrained in me, and I missed it. So the podcast was a way for me to keep up with my hosting abilities and my skills to control a mic and affect the crowd and move a crowd and interview and keep my speech prevalent. So I didn't lose none of that shit.
I got you. Now, so you've been doing, like, when did you start the first one?
2021, I believe.
Okay, so you about 5 years in the game.
Yep.
Give me one episode that surprised you the most.
The episode that actually surprised me. The episode that surprised me was the first one I had to do by myself. Because I went in blind, not knowing what I was going to talk about, nothing at all. Literally, I said, I don't even know what I'm about to talk about in the podcast, and left it in there. I ain't edited out, no nothing. So that first one by myself was a surprise to me, because I was always under the impression that I needed a team or had to have somebody with me to carry a show. Like, I didn't believe I could carry a show by myself. So to do it alone that first time, that was the surprise.
Gotcha. Yeah, see, that's where I am right now. Like, I'm just starting the podcasting journey, and I don't feel comfortable talking to myself. You know, I know technically when I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to the audience.
Yeah.
However, I'm talking to myself. I don't like that. You know, so, you know, I try to, you know, have a guest or two, you know, and we gonna talk about everything. We might talk about nothing, you know. So we get on and shoot the shit and see where it goes.
Ain't nothing wrong with talking to yourself. I wrote a poem about that shit. I forgot. I'm an author. Yes, published. You can find my book on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. It's called The Marined Heart.
There you go, man. We're gonna make sure we got all your links to your podcast, your books, and everything else in everything for the people to find it too, man. The boy here is what do you call it? A savant, a Renaissance man.
I be trying. And the crazy thing is that curtain back there is Vic Zilla. That's one of my graphic designs for the clothing line.
Oh yeah, he also has the clothing line as well.
Yep. And shameless plug, it's on the glass. Vicky D's.
It is.
Cheers to that, goddammit. Look up Vicky D's on Etsy.
Now, that's one that surprised you the most. What's one that stands out to you, like a guest that you had on that you was like, damn, this was a good ass episode?
There's three. So one was my guy Lamont, aka Skip, aka Coach Lamont. I went to high school with him, and we've stayed in touch ever since then. Probably one of the few that I do stay in touch with. He was actually in the process of doing a segment for a news station in, I believe, Raleigh, called Me Time. So when I got to talk to him about him finally getting on television, because that was his dream forever. Like, when we were younger, that's all he would talk about. I'm gonna be on TV one day. I'm gonna look like this. I'm gonna do this. And he finally did it. So to have him back on my podcast and interviewing him as Coach Lamont was a big standout to me, because it was basically a full circle moment.
Okay, so that's one.
Second one was when I interviewed my daughter, but not so much of an interview. I had her on for a Valentine's Day is for Suckers episode of the Las1Standin Room Only last year. Well, season 4, last season. And just I've seen her and watched her grow up, but to hear her mature while we're talking about love, life, and relationships on an episode called Valentine's Day is for Suckers was like, damn, maybe I wasn't such a bad dad.
That's a good feeling to have. I mean,
I was
at least-
missing for a big portion of that. I ain't gonna lie, because A, I was in the military, and B, shit doesn't always work out between mom and dad. So I was going for a big portion, but for the portion I was around for, it sounded like she learned some shit from me.
Hey, man, that's all you can ask for, man. As long as you can teach them something.
Yeah. And the third one is a toss-up between season 5's first episode and season 4's last episode. My man Josh Blunt, which was on Putting It Bluntly, that was the episode title. And then my man Justin Wirtz, who was just Wirtz in the nick of time on that episode. But they both brought a different like energy and light to the conversation. Like they made it easy for me to do what I was doing.
Right.
Like when you ask a question, like I'm doing right now, you ask the question and I'm going off on an answer where you may have to edit some of this shit out.
I won't.
But they made it wasn't like a job. It didn't feel like a job. It felt like what it was supposed to feel like, an organic conversation between good friends, one of which is trying to introduce the other to the world, so that maybe one day when his name is a household name, people be like, yo, I seen him on that podcast like 5 years ago or 3 years ago or 6 months ago. Fuck, who knows? But those were the three.
I did that. Like you say, how you doing right now? I don't have to pull answers out of you, and you just going. So I'm letting it go, hey, because yeah, you're making it easy for me. So I'm gonna let it ride.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Now, speaking of fond memories, what's one of your favorite memories from your time in the military?
There's two of them. The first one was that night, and I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it because we've been out for a minute now. Was the night that I got high, and I was walking through the barracks saying, "You can't see me. I'm invisible." And you and Fat Baby, aka Petaway, caught me in the hallway. It was like, Los, what the fuck are you doing? And I carried Petaway up 6 flights of stairs on my back, with you telling me, nigga, go to your fucking room. Go lay down.
Hey, man, I remember the day we got to Japan, like we hadn't even got our rooms yet. So we outside with sea bags on our back. But you had already been there before.
Yep.
So you had pre-existing beef.
Yep.
That we didn't know about. So we standing outside just kicking the bobo, and all of a sudden you were like, yo, am I cute? So we're like, the hell you talking about? Like, why they standing over there looking at me? And so we look over there. I ain't gonna say the name because we cool now. They're standing there. So I look at P. We just drop our bags. Like, I guess that's what we're doing day one. But they ended up like people separated the scene, and it ain't come to that. But yeah, I just looked at the picture the other day on my phone, man. The day before we shipped out. While
Yeah.
all us in the hangar, and I'm
Oh,
sitting in the chair, and all y'all like around. Yeah,
yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
We all look super young in them photos, except for me.
Yeah, you was old as hell still. Yeah, we look young
Y'all look like babies.
because we were.
I look like I was one of y'all uncles.
Yeah, exactly. But you was. I'm telling you, you had to be. Hold on, I'm trying to find the picture now. You had to be. Now you really wasn't. You wasn't 30 yet, but
No,
you
I
was.
was 20. I think I was 25, 26.
Yeah, you was definitely mid to late 20s for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find it now. But yeah, when
Yeah,
I
that
find
was
it
my
out.
second deployment to Japan when
Yeah,
when
yeah,
when I
yeah.
went
So
with
that was
y'all.
your second and our first.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, I think
And
because
they
that
was
was
trying to
right.
send me on the boat originally.
Hey, well, luckily you didn't go because you would have got stuck out there. 'Cause remember, that's when the war kicked off.
Yep. Staff was like, no. J5 was like, hell no. You gonna send Stanley on a what? You gonna put that big ass motherfucking Marine in that little ass room? You gonna come up with a couple of dead ones?
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I can't see you out there in them little ass bunks.
Hell no.
Yeah, when I find it, I'll send it to you, man.
No doubt.
Now, you've been in the military, you've been out for a while, different states moved around. Now, what's the importance of having solid people around you, like a solid circle?
The importance of having a solid circle. My
'Cause I
brother,
know you got
you
people
know,
from everywhere.
yeah, you know, like I know. It ain't nothing wrong with having people in different states because you never know where some shit is gonna pop off. And I'm not saying you're gonna get into a fight or some nut shit. You might fuck around and your car break down and need a place to stay or need somebody to get in contact with. It's always good to have a solid circle so that you know you ain't got to worry about shit. And when you start to worry, if you get on the jack and holler at one of your peoples, it's gonna shake out differently because they're gonna talk you off that ledge.
Right.
Like I know at any given time, I could call any of y'all. We ain't spoken years. I could call you and be like, yo, I'm down in a bad way. I need to pick me up. And I'm guaranteeing y'all motherfuckers will be like, look, stop being a bitch. You know what the fuck you need to do. Get it done. Not exactly like that, but I know I can count on you for that support.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. A lot of people they take it for granted, man. Like it ain't many states I don't have at least one person I can call on and be like, hey, or somewhere close by
Yeah.
that I can be like, hey, it might not even be nothing serious, man. I'm just passing through. Hey, man, wait, I need something to eat, or I mean, I ain't never called nobody for nothing to eat, but I'm saying if I
But if you
needed it,
needed to, you could.
right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or like, hey, I'm passing through. I'm gonna stop over here. Let's grab a drink. You
Yep.
know, And if it's within a hour or two, I know somebody's gonna pull up.
Yep. Because I
Somebody.
remember you still driving trucks.
No.
No, because I remember one time you were driving and you said you was riding through CT,
Yeah.
but I was at work, so I couldn't even fuck with it. But I was happy to hear that you was driving through CT, and I could have if I wasn't
Yeah.
working, I'd have been like, yo, let's go get a drink, grab something to eat, chop it up.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that's definitely you. Solid circle is always a much needed circle, but the fact that our circle is so large is different from everybody else's circle. Because normally I'd be like, keep your circle as small as a period and stop there. But we
Yeah.
family. We done been through some shit. We done been through some ups, some downs, some highs, some lows, some mids, some lefts, some rights, some diagonals. We done been
Uppercut,
through some shit together.
uppercuts and jabs. Hey, not the. Oh, you remember I think we was in Hero, and I should have got P on here too because it was his fault. He liked the Japanese dude hat,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, "Hey, let me see the hat," and he took it and walked off. And then we ended up fighting the Japanese dude, and we had to run back to the train and jump. I'm gonna have to call
No,
people.
I was not there that night. You know where I fell into it? On the backside of that, when y'all got back to the barracks.
You sure you weren't there?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
you
told
was
y'all
there.
not to go out that night.
No, you was there because I remember. That's when you was rapping and shit. And
Oh shit, that wasn't Hero. That was Fukioka.
One of them.
That was the
Fukuoka.
freestyle competition.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
It was one of them motherfuckers. Hero Food.
Yeah. All right, now I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. I knew it was one of them. But yeah, it was many nights like that over there.
Yes.
So, for no reason.
But it see, people probably listening to this just thinking we was out there starting trouble because we was in the military. We were the least starting trouble in this motherfuckers on the planet. We would always go out with the intentions of having a good time,
Have a good time.
talking to some bitches, having some drinks, and meeting some new people. Our intent was never to be violent or beat the shit out of nobody. But 9 times out of 10, somebody ended up getting their fucking ass whooped.
Yeah.
And it was never because we were being disrespectful. It was always because they crossed the line. They were asked to leave it the fuck alone, and they couldn't. Like,
not knowing, like they may see 2 or 3 of us,
right?
But we deep.
Always.
Yeah. And then another one. I'm gonna get off of these fights in a minute, but yeah. Remember when Mint had the cast on his arm?
Yep.
I don't know why we was fighting that time, but all I remember seeing was his hand come up out the crowd with the cast on it and come down.
He just clubbed some dude.
Yeah, and that's when all this like ran over this. I don't even remember what that was about, but
me neither. I just saw it happen. I think we
had
was
to
all
react.
like 6 drinks in at that point, so it was.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know why when you think back like that, but I'm smiling about it, but it was stupid.
Whenever we got to a fight, it was always stupid because we could have easily avoided the shit.
Yeah.
But sometimes, and there was a few occasions where there was just no escaping it. Like,
if we're going home, we're gonna have to fight our way out.
Right. But the second time that stands out to me is it's not on no fight shit. It's on some extra sentimental soft shit, which is probably gonna shock you, but not shock you. When we first heard that we were getting stuck in Japan. You remember that?
I remember I was on mid crew, so I didn't get the word with everybody else. So I had my checkout sheet ready when Master came in. I'm like, hey, let's sign my checkout sheet, and he just looked at it and walked off. So I'm like, okay, whatever. The next night I come in, ain't nobody still ain't told me nothing. They come in the next morning. I'm like, hey, my son, you want to sign my checkout sheet? And he's like, you're not going anywhere. He did it for 3 days. Nobody told him nothing. And then he finally like, look, he took it and balled it up. He's like, you're not going anywhere. Nobody's going anywhere. You're stuck. And I was like, man, I wanted to cry.
See, you wanted to cry. I actually was in the smoke pit, smoking a Black and Mild, bawling because that was the first time I was told I could not go back home and see my daughter. And she was young then. She was like 5 or 6. So I was losing my shit. And like 30 motherfuckers came outside to the smoke pit and just sat there and chilled with me. Half of them ain't even fucking smoke. Scoob, Swin, fucking Mighty, all them niggas. Even Bowman was out there. That was back when me and Bowman really didn't fucking speak.
Right.
But he came out too. That shit was crazy.
I talked to Bowman this morning too.
I love that dude. After me and him had that freestyle battle, we was the closest to motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. He good people, man. Now you just said something that kind of, so when you broke, mentally, like that was then. So now when things get heavy, what I'm saying, on you mentally, how do you recharge and reset, to get back to Los?
My podcast is my therapy, man. My graphic designing is my therapy. My sitting down and writing is my therapy. All that shit is therapy to me now. And the fact that I have a therapist too kind of helps. So
Yeah,
whenever shit
I
starts to
want to
get
look into
heavy,
therapy.
if I can't get in touch with somebody, like you've been on the receiving end of one of those phone calls where I just called you out of the blue and was like, yo, I'm just checking in, wanted to make sure you was all right.
Right.
So every now and then I do that, but otherwise I get down and start designing some shit, plot a podcast episode, get to talking about and chirping about whatever the fuck is bothering me on my podcast. And I lead the podcast with saying, this is my therapy. Like, ain't nobody else gonna be able to help me better than me except for my brothers and my sisters.
I can dig it. Now, I know you Emmy Award winning and all of that. Now, yeah. When you were younger, you had an idea of what a successful Los would be.
Mm-hmm.
Being where you are now, do you see it as, well, I ain't gonna say do you see it as a success, but are you where you thought success would be back then? And how has your view of the success changed over the years?
So when I was younger, I wanted to be the youngest motherfucker on the planet with his own law firm, with a psychology degree and a doctorate in law. That's what I wanted when I was younger. And most people were like, that big motherfucker wanted to be a lawyer, not a football player or a basketball player. All that shit was secondary to me. My dad wanted me to be a basketball player so fucking bad. So bad. I could play,
You was 7
but
and
it wasn't
12.
one of them things I was like, fuck that. It's fun. It's a good time, but I'm not competitive enough to be a basketball player. Like, I'd rather teach motherfuckers how to play basketball as opposed to play the sport.
Right.
I'd rather litigate and argue with motherfuckers and debate shit as opposed to stand by and watch motherfuckers get done in and shitted on. So I wanted to be a lawyer and a psychologist. So looking back at that now, that didn't happen. But I found that I was good at being on stage and talking to crowds. And normally I hate crowds, but if I'm on stage with a microphone in my hand, I'm good. Like, so success back then when I was younger was more focused on monetary success as opposed to longevity, enjoyment, family, and passion.
Right.
So success has taken a drastic change for me as I got older. Because, back when you're younger, all you want is the glitz, the glam, and the notoriety.
Yeah, you want the fame.
Right.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I realized that there's more to it than just all that shit. Success doesn't come at the hands of somebody paying you a fat sack or a big bag. Success doesn't come at the hands of somebody saying, hey, you did a great job. Life's wonderful. Here's this promotion. Success is totally different now. And as far as I'm concerned, I succeeded making it past motherfucking 25 as a black man and being a grandfather.
I can dig it, man. That's what's up. Now, on the caveat off of that.
Yeah.
So we've determined what your idea of success was. So there are things that lead up to being successful.
Yeah.
What's one habit that you swear by that most people ignore?
Constantly learn. Never stop learning. A lot of people believe that once you learn something, you automatically get good at it. That's not the case. You have to constantly research and learn and find out more about what it is you're actually doing so that you can continue to get better at it. And don't be afraid to make fucking mistakes, because without the mistakes, you'll never learn.
For sure, for sure. Now, and then you hinted on this at earlier in the show when you said you are a black man.
Yeah.
What's something that society, I won't say gets wrong about black men, but what's something society that you've learned that society feels about black men that is completely wrong, other than the fact that we adherently violent and all of that?
Something society always gets wrong about black men is that we're uneducated and we speak improperly constantly. That we always speak in street slang and we don't know shit about being an actual blue collar citizen. That's what society gets wrong.
Okay, I give you that. I'll give you that one. And now I got 4 questions. You choose which one relates to you. Now you've already hinted on how you feel about most of them without even knowing the
What
question.
you was gonna ask me?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go discipline or passion.
Discipline or what?
Passion.
Passion?
Yeah.
I go with passion every day, all day. Because discipline to get you but so far. The passion is what's gonna drive you. The discipline to keep you focused, but the passion to keep you driven.
Okay. Peace or money?
Peace. You're gonna get money will come. You'll get money, but you need that peace of mind to do that. Without peace of mind, you're gonna fuck around and be broke.
Comfort or growth?
Growth. With growth comes comfort. The more you grow, the more comfortable you become. But you got to realize that you got to continue to grow so you can stay comfortable.
Last one. Plan everything or wing it?
Fuck that. I hate planning shit. I'm not a planner. Recently, I've become a planner because I know that my woman likes to do shit. And I'm one of those wing it until it fails type people. And the reason I hate planning shit is because when you plan shit, you don't plan for it to fucking fail. You always plan for it to succeed. So when you're playing and shit don't go through, that shit's upsetting. It's disappointing. It's hurtful. It bothers you.
Yeah.
But I'm a wing it dude. But I know I need to plan shit, especially when it comes down to me and my woman and our schedules. And now that we are on the same kind of schedule, it'll be a little easier to make those plans. But I'm a wing it guy who has converted to planning when it comes to his relationship and his love life.
Okay. Now, let's say after a show, after a podcast, or anytime you're on stage,
Mm-hmm.
how do you want the people who, on the receiving end of whatever it was, whether it's the podcast or you're MCing or whatnot, what do you want them to say about Los?
What I want them to say about Los, I'm your favorite's favorite, bitch. That's what I want them to say. Nah, but anytime I step on stage or I do a podcast, the only thing I'm thinking is I want people to have a good time. I want them to enjoy themselves. I want them to laugh a little. I want them to be like, yo, fuck this nigga. Whatever it is, I'm just trying to evoke an emotion out of you so that you know that you are still alive, you are still human, and that you can still react, respond, and enjoy shit that's not mainstream. Like, I'm not a mainstream dude, but anytime I step on stage, I give you that mainstream vibe. Like, I tell people hands down, top 5 MCs to host a show, me, all day, any day. I don't give a fuck whose radio station you listening to. I will tell you I'm better. Because I am.
As long as you believe it, hey.
Exactly my point.
As long as you believe it, man.
But I want them to leave knowing that they had a good time. If I ever step on stage and somebody's like, yo, that shit sucked, I want to know, because I want to know what I need to fix in my approach, in my stage presence, in the way I handled the crowd. I want to know.
For sure. I can dig it. All right, man. We go as we wrap things up, man. What you got coming up next, man? What's next? Was it personally, creatively? Like, what you get the people some? Where can they find you? All of that.
Next for me. So we got a Valentine's Day is for Suckers episode coming up with my daughter Just Live. I got another episode coming up with my man JD. I got an episode coming up with my woman, so stay tuned for that shit, because that's a first. Never has that happened. Like, and she wanted to be on, which is another. That's a surprise too, because usually your significant other is like, nah, I don't want, no, I'm good. But nah, she wants to be on, so that's gonna be a fun episode. That might take top 2 of the most shocking episodes.
All right, man. Well, shoot, man. Lowe's, man. Hey, I appreciate. Oh yeah, tell the people where to find you.
Oh, listen, you can find me on Instagram, Las1Standin Room Only, or Victor Carlo. Las1Standin Room Only is LAS, the number 1, STANDIN. I spelled it out because most people type in last one standing and don't find shit.
Hey, man, that's why I tell you to tell the people, man. Hey.
So LRO, that's easy. Lima Romeo Oscar. Quite simple. On Spotify. Las1Standin Room Only as well on Spotify. And of course, Vicky D's in Etsy. VYCKIEDEES. Vicky D's on Etsy. And then if you want to find the book, Pablo Casper is the ghost pin. It's not a ghost pin now, because I just told the entire fucking world. Thanks, Slap. Appreciate you. Pablo Casper, a marined heart. Not a marooned heart, a marined heart. MARINED. You got me? Cool. And I got to do this. It's not my podcast, but I'm your favorite LOS, the last one standing. And this right here has been Nothing, Everything But Nothing podcast with your man, Charles Rich, a.k.a. my little bro, Slap. You dig?
Well, I ain't got to do the outro, man. You did it for me. Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, catch you next time. Oh, yeah. Subscribe, like, all of that, share, all of that good trash. Appreciate you.
Peace.
It's everything, it's nothing. It's life that we discussing. From touchdowns to takedowns, from hustling to bluffing. Politics to passion. It's all about the journey. Flip the script on the world. Never stop, we keep it turning. Talking huff, we talking lows. Everything you wanna know. From the top, we set the tone. This is the place to call you home. Welcome to everything but nothing, where every topic's on the table.